right, back for video 2. Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. If you haven't watched video 1, I would suggest you watch it. It gives you lots of tips on how to count and pick through it. I did change bar 3 on the verse to make it a little bit easier, so hopefully you guys will pick up on this. Watch this video, and then I'll have a third video where you can play along to it. But basically the intro, and here is my chart. I did come in and make a chart. Took me a couple hours to kind of arrange it and get through it all. But I'll give you a rundown on it. Take a screenshot of it. There you go. Here's a chart. Nicely laid out. And by the way, what you want to do is you want to follow this all the way down. You come across like this to here. It's got 2 dots. Repeat. Then after you repeat this, so you start there, go to here, start again. Then you come down to here, which I called the chorus. Goes all the way to here. Then you go back to the top. Repeat this again. Come all the way down to here, but you're going to end with these 2 bars. Then you go back to the top. Come all the way down to here again. And now we go to the next page. So it's pretty straightforward, basically playing this 3 times. And you can see that we've got the 2 dots here to tell you to repeat this section when you go back to it. Then you come down. We're going to end the first one here. First time they're just using the verse as an intro with no singing. Second time they're singing on this. When the song first starts, they start singing on the chorus. And they end here, come back, singing on this next part, singing here, and then coming down to end, back to the top, repeating this section, don't forget that, down to the top, down to here. And then we get to page 2. And page 2 is about the break and how we end it all. So take a screenshot of that. Yeah, and I hope you can see it good, whether you're on a phone or... It can be tough on a phone if I don't make it really dark. So I hope that works for you. And now we'll go over it. Again, I won't play the song exactly like the song because then they hit me up for copyrights all the time. So I'm just going to give you the idea and you guys can make it sound like the song. If you use all the ideas, it will definitely sound like the song. So we started off with the D chord, and I did talk about how to pick using your thumb. Now, if we want a cool thing to count with these numbers, because I find timing is really important. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and one of these is held a little bit longer. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3, and so it works out because basically these 2 here are played together. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you have to count that way, and tapping your foot's important. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I would work that first bar like that forever until I could just do it without feeling like, you know, I'm getting snagged or something. It's just not flowing. It kind of feels like it's there, but it's not. It should be able to just, without even thinking about it. Anyway, so that's me just playing and trying to practice the picking part. The second part is picking 4, 3, the bottom, open, and then, so if we counted that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so that was basically bar 2 and bar 3, where we count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and same here, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Pretty cool. If we can count in eighth notes, then it'll sound like the song. So basically we're coming off that second bar. I'm going to come off the second bar, go into the G major 7 and then the A7, and that'll take care of that part. So second bar would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the A7 is kind of cool because we're going to pick the open 5th string, then the 3rd string, then the 2nd string, slide finger 2 into fret 3, pick the 3rd string, slide finger 2 back to fret 2, and then picking up string 3 and 4, and your fingers are already on the frets. Also, I always like to point out, never play like this, everybody. Try to make sure you can get a pen or a pencil between your hand and your neck, And when you put your hand on your guitar, put it on very lightly and relaxed, and just push your arm forward and curl your fingertips into the chord. And make sure your knuckles are nice and straight and you're playing on the very tip of your fingers so you get nice clear sounds. And the tips are those. Everybody I find plays more on the pad, this part of your finger. Play on your finger very tip. So that knuckle has to sit straight up like that. Can't be sitting like that. Don't do those things. They're called bad habits, and they last forever if you do them forever. And you can never break those habits. So just a word of advice. I would try to learn properly if you're practicing, because otherwise it becomes wasted time and very frustrating. So that was the first part, and we would repeat it twice. The chorus is a lot the same, picking the D, and we do that twice, and then we go to the G major 7, but it changes a little bit, the G major 7. Instead of do it over the verse, that's what it is, over the verse. Over the chorus, it's, because now we're getting in a different part where we're singing Here Comes, right? So G major 7 would be 6, 3, 1, open, 6, 1, and on the second time on string 1 we got to put our finger back down, so you got, and it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Notice how that rang, 4 and 1. So when you're looking at the chart, make sure that you're counting things so that you can make it sound like it. Otherwise you'll think it's wrong, but it's not. It's 1 and 2 and 3 on the second last note, and 4, and then you pick that on the and. So that's basically hit on and, ringing for 4, and then the last note you pick on the and. And that's coming down here in this bar here. So the second last note is going to be and 4, and then the very last note you pick on the and. So I'll count it one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So some practicing exercises to get through that. Maybe you want to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and try to get your finger 2 to string 5, fret 2. We'll try that again. So I'll count slowly. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Once you hit that 1, you want to try to get these guys in the position there. Another great thing to do is try to just make these 2 fingers from G major 7. This is great exercises that I teach on at my website, getting chord changes quicker and what things that you can do. Take finger 1 and 2 and try to get them over to strings 3 on fret 1 and string 5 on fret 2, just by doing simple things like this. And it's tough at first because you just want to move fingers. You can see my hand's not changing or anything, it's just by fingers. So you might have to be close to the fret, but you can do it. And there's exercises you can do if you need to get stretches better. If you're having a hard time with any of the chord changes or whatever, send me some text on YouTube, and I'll try to address the issues for you so that we can help you get through whatever it is that's ailing you. So these are great exercises. You could even come from D, go to this, go to the E7, and try to just move fingers around. All right? So basically that's the chorus. We're coming off the G major 7 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again, same count on the E7, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and back to the D. All right, and then we end that. So we're picking again 4, 3, 1, open, 4, string 2, string 3, string 4. Watch your fingers over here. Thumb for 4, finger 1's for string 3, finger 2's for 2, and finger 3's for 3, and the heel of my palm is on the bridge. So really relaxed hand as well. All right. Now the very ending of this is very cool. We'd start off like finger 3 on string 3 and finger 2's on string 2, and both these fingers, 1's and 4, and finger 3's in fret 4, string 3, and finger 2's in fret 3 on string 2. So finger 3's on string 3, fret 4, finger 2's on string 2, fret 3. And it's on the chart, so it's right down here. Now there is a way to count that and get through that too, where we could go 1 E, we could do something like 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and get that good. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and if you can get that good, maybe you want to cycle it like that just to get good at it. And then there is an ending to the riff where it's and back to the D. So basically the ending of the choruses all the time is this. And then it ends right away with the so all together like that. Now we get to the D, we got to get right to the D chord. And then we get the A7. I did notice there's a 3 on the D. It should be a 2 there on the where it says end chorus 2 and 3. There should be a 2 there. Not a 3. Those should be 2s. Yeah. So my bad on that. There's a lot of writing and planning to do lessons like this. We do spend our time on it. So basically we went through this whole page, and then after you do this riff, remember the first time you go back to the top, but the second and third time you got to come down to here. And that's basically what it says, back to the top for verse then chorus. So you go back to the top and you have to do it 2 times. After you do that the second time, so you had 3 times, 2, 1, basically there to there, there to there, all the way down, there to there, there to there, all the way down, there to there. And then the first time we don't go to here, only the second and third time. After that, then we come to page 2. All right, so take a screenshot of that, because my third tutorial, after you work on 1 and 2 and get your picking all down, then I will post playing along to it. I'll get copyright on that, but that's okay. At least I gave you the ideas and spent my time, and it was worth it for you guys and me. So the break. So basically we would come off and we'd be at the end here on. Then we go to the D part. And then we end on the A7. Now we have this cool ending where they go open on 5 and 1, and I think it was and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and to a D. And that goes 6 times. And basically, if we came out of this ending of verse page 3, coming down to the bottom, and then we get that ending. Now to end this break, we get this. So coming out of the break, so you can get that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you can see that when I do my second down, down, up, down, up, I'm taking finger 2 off, down, up, and then we get an A7. And then it would come back again and do that again. There is a cool ending on the 6th time where I didn't write it out on the sheet. It's basically comes off the A7 at the very end. After the 6th time on the A7 we would do this. And then it ends. So we get all that. And it goes right to the G. So we're taking finger 2, sliding it using our pinky, And then we get this crazy chord here where we got finger 2 still there, pinky's there, and then finger 1 is on string 3. So we got finger 1, string 3, fret 2. This guy's on the bottom, and the pinky's on string 2, fret 5. So we get this. A7. So finger 1's on string 4. Sorry, and that 2. Finger 2 slides to fret 3, finger 1 still staying on 4 the whole time, pinky, and then your finger 2 comes down. And then back into the beginning part. So that's how you'd end this. And then you carry that to there, pinky, and then that goes down to there. Now we come back to the verse. We're playing the verse again, and that's at the very beginning of page 1. We went through that. Lots of stuff to talk about in video 1 for picking. And then, so the verse would be repeated twice. Then you go to the chorus 2 times. And we know what that is from the charts. Right, and then the E7, and then back to that, then the riff. We're gonna end with that riff, come back to the ending, the D, and then the A7 again. The very ending of the song is coming off the F chord and going. It's like 1 E and a 2 E. This changed a bit. Sorry, I changed it a bit because I didn't have it right the first time. So it's basically F, C, and we're just moving up. 4, 3, 2 is what I'm picking in string numbers. 4, 3, 2, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, and then. So it's. And that's basically how it ends. Here, when it says chorus 2 times, you do the chorus 2 times, and you come down to here. It says N, go to where the stars are. You have to do this once more before you switch. So they do the chorus twice, and then on the second time of the chorus, you got to do this one more time before you get to the ending riff. So lots to think about. Hopefully you'll watch the whole video. I spend a lot of time trying to give you guys maps on this, charts on this, whatever you want to call them. Takes me quite a while to do them. That's how I teach with my students. So I hope you like my teaching style and it helps you. This song, this arrangement can be used with a capo on fret 7, and you could play it along with the song as well. So if you wanted to try that. It is all timing. So don't forget, we did talk about a lot on my channel, working with metronomes and keeping a metronome going. I'm looking for mine right now. So if you want to get really good at timing, that's the one you want right there. And if you're slow at picking, you start slow. You don't go any faster than what your hands can do. You build it up. It's a matter of building it up over time, and then you get to use all these things. But I'd be like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Every time I say a number, that should be 2 and 3 and 4, and then you tap 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. And now you get that good, you turn the metronome up a bit. Try to get it like to 100, where you can go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and keep it going. Cycle it as much as you can. Alright, I hope that helps everybody. That's some good strategies to help you get through the song. Please hit the subscribe button and check the notification box so you get notified when I post more new videos for you to check out and learn. And thank you for all your support. We really appreciate it here. And we'll come in and do some more songs. Leave me some comments if there's something you want to learn, and or if there's any problems you're having with that I could help you with, chord transitioning, scales, any of that stuff, theory.